Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding our inner Brock and Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. We got a black princess. Aren't you happy?
Where the black love at?
Well, that's black love.
Oh.
Welcome to the fam, Harry. I see you, man. Sis looks slid on in there. I ain't mad at her. So the clearance house, I guess that's the PR for the royal family, announced that Prince Harry is engaged to be married to U.S. actor and humanitarian. You see how they slid that in there? Meghan Markle. According to BuzzFeed, of course. BuzzFeed is like a primary source now, right? Yep. The 36-year-old actress was reportedly finished filming her final scenes in the TV drama Suits, which she will be exiting after 7 seasons. She plays like some type of paralegal, Rachel Zane. I think I watched that a little bit. The couple met in July 2016 through mutual friends, and their relationship has faced heavy media scrutiny. So much that the Prince has been prompted to denounce the racial undertones in news coverage of Markle's, whose mother is black and father is white. Well, bro, you better get used to that, honey, especially if you plan on having little brown children. As we know so far, the wedding is going to take place in spring 2018. The news of the engagement, of course, came with mixed reactions. Some questioning her blackness, others upset that she's marrying a white man. However, while folks are upset and miserable, most of us are not going to let them ruin this moment. Yeah. I would just say haters are upset.
Haters gonna hate.
People who don't practice self-care, people who are ashy, things like that. People who call it stuffing instead of dressing. Those are the people who are upset. He's a motherfucking prince. If you're going to marry white, marry a prince.
I'm still stuck on the people who are ashy.
What, how people just hating. What do you mean they hating her blackness? What is her mama black? Her daddy black? How much more black she gotta be? Mm-hmm. She black. She black. And I'm happy for her.
Me too.
Turn the hell up. I seen it and I gotta say, I don't even know them like that. And I've never been interested in the royal anything because, I feel like the only royals we got is the Obamas. But now I am interested and I will be watching their wedding. You remember when the other ones, I don't even know their names. What's the other one?
I don't know. Only princess I know is Diana.
I forgot the older one and his wife. I remember all the white people was losing their mind when I was on television. They was like, "Oh, did you see the royal wedding?" I said, "No."
I was at work.
Who watched that? Look, why? But I did watch a Gucci Man and Keisha. I should went to work and ask them, did they see Keisha and Gucci wedding? That was the only royal wedding I know, but I am too excited about that. I think it's going to shake up the monarch, right? Mm-hmm. Have they had any black people that they speak of? I'm sure they got black folks in that family. They just...
The ones they sneak out the back door.
Come on. But he's saying eyes married now, and now they're going to have some brown cheering. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see this. You're not near them. This was a win for Black Girl Magic.
I'm with
literally. It. All right. Anyway, who's you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nyambi.
Episode 78. Mm-hmm. Be sure to leave a 5-star rating and review
on Apple
Podcast and Stitcher. Look at you finishing my sentences.
I mean.
All right. Follow us on all forms of social media. That Twitter, that Instagram, and that Facebook at Black Love Matters. Remember, that's Black with no K. Baby, you got to check in?
Actually, I don't have much to check in. Except that I'm trying to keep organized the gifts and things I need to do for the holiday season. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like every time I go to buy other people's stuff, I end up buying myself something. And I'm getting a little lost in the sauce.
Yeah, you came back with all these damn Christmas decorations yesterday.
I came back with 5 Christmas decorations. And Miriam is saying it's too
4,
much.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10?
I see about 14 new pieces of Christmas gear.
Like I'm getting a little lost in the sauce. Like I'm like, wait, who am I supposed to get a gift for? When does this credit borrow bill statement due? What I'm doing next? Like, I don't know. I'm just getting a little lost in it. Mm-hmm. And I need to focus because it's like a month away, right? Yep. It's less than a month away. Mm-hmm. And if we order and stuff, we only got a little bit more time to order shit before they be like, hey, bitch, you'll get it in Black History Month. It's like a time. It'd be like December 10th or 15th where they're like, good luck. I don't know when you're getting it because we're going on vacation. Mm-hmm. And shit already starting to sell out. So I need to go ahead this weekend, I'm trying to hone all this shit in and be done with everything I'm doing. The hard part is that we're not going to just be here. We're going to be, also in Detroit and doing some traveling, spending some time with Nia. So, it's not like we're just going to be home. So we kind of have to have everything either delivered where we're going to be or have it here before we get there, right?
Right.
So I'm trying to balance that a little bit. Other than that, just working like a Hebrew slave. Now my store got motherfuckers open at 7. So it done threw off my sleep schedule. I'm tired as hell. And they be in there at 7.
Yeah, what you expect?
Doing what? Nothing.
Fuck shit.
Nothing, right? And of course, everybody losing their mind at everyone seems a little grumpy though.
Y'all ain't got no leftover doorbusters?
There you go. No, it ain't shit. And they keep coming in online, buying all that expensive shit. When they come in line, like, we want the online deal. I'm like, that's for online. We can't price match 80% off. That ain't how it works. So, it's just a lot of that. And people just seem overall over it. Like, everyone's morale up at the front where I work at is just over it. Like, everyone's done with everyone. And I'm about to be right behind their ass because I got some personal time I need to use if I leave because they don't pay out personal time. So everything they don't pay out, I have to use.
Well, you calling out tomorrow?
Not tomorrow, Friday.
Okay.
Or not, I'm leaving early, I should say. I'll go in early. I'll make sure the lanes are banked. That's about it.
Okay.
And then throw the deuce. Anyway, that's all I got. I don't have anything else. Like, I'm tired. I need to get some sleep. I need to get my stuff in order. Neom let me put up. I shouldn't say let me. Only thing I got to do is stay black and die. Can't nobody let me do anything. Neom didn't do pouty face when I put up the Christmas decorations, and I'm proud of him. And guess what else Neom did? He put up all the clothes. And I didn't even say a word. It's a good man.
You like that?
That's very sexy.
Hey.
No mama clocking.
Okay.
That's all I got now. What's going on?
It's like the Walmart commercial.
What?
The naughty list is not an option.
Oh, is that why you being sweet? I didn't even think about that. So when I go on these little trips, so I think to be sweet to you and get you something. Is that what you're thinking?
Maybe.
You tried it.
What's going on with me? So yesterday, I caught a flat tire.
Oh, Lord.
Riding my bike.
First of all, I thought he meant it in his car.
No, you can talk about how Nia called your ass talking about that. So I was on my bike, trying to get this physical activity in, trying to fight this obesity. So I done got this bike. Shout out to you, Corey, because you done talked me into getting this damn bike. So I'm riding. So I'm talking on the phone with Nia, and he's like, well, how many miles you plan on riding? I'm like, anywhere between 4 to 6 miles. Mm-hmm. I was like, 3 down and back. Like, that's like 6 miles. She's like, oh, how long this going to take? About 30 minutes or so. I said, oh, okay. So he's like, well, I just sit on the phone and talk to you while we riding. So I'm riding. First of all, the sun's so damn bright, I couldn't see, so I stopped. So this dude on the other bike pulled next to me. He's like, you all right? And I was like, yeah, I just couldn't see. I ain't got no sunglasses. So he said, all right, kept going. So he go, I'm riding. I'm struggling up this damn hill. I finally got to the point where I said, all right, I'm going to turn around and go back. Because at that point, that was like 3 miles in. I'm riding. I get up the hill. And next thing you know, I'm talking to Nia. Like, Nia, I'm going up the hill, brother. I'm going up the hill. And then I'm going up the...
Pow. Look, it's more of a gunshot to me. Pow.
Nia, I caught a flat tire. Nigga, I caught a flat tire. So I'm over here like, what the fuck I'm going to do? I'm like 2.5 miles from home. And I'm like, look, dog, I'm just going to put this bike in this ditch and I'm going to walk back. Oh so the thing about that is, like, I didn't have on no regular shoes. So for all the people that cycling, like, I got on these cycling shoes.
These extra?
No, I got these cycling shoes on. So, you got these cleats, and it's like having your foot inverse. So your heel is down, your toes are up. So I'm walking that way. I'm click-clacking like a horse. And about 10 minutes into the walk, here comes that dude that hadn't rode past me once. You all right? Man, I caught a flat tire. You ain't got no tubes?
Do you supposed to just carry him?
I guess so. Like, nah, bro. Like, this is like, it's like my third or fourth time, like, taking the bike outside because I've been riding it on the trainer. It's like, oh, dude, man, you got to have some tubes.
Oh,
so I'm like, I didn't know either. So he's like, how far are you away? I said about 2.5 miles. And he's like, oh, okay. Let me see. I got a tube. Oh, man, my tube too small for your tire. And then he going to say, well, man, I'm glad to see another person out here cycling. You be easy, though.
Peace, nigga.
And then his ass kept riding.
What are you supposed to do?
I don't.
Right? You told him how many miles you had to go home, right?
You be easy, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking this nigga going to come back and get me. I'm on the phone with Nia like, Nia, I don't know if I can do this shit, dog. I'm about to just take off these damn cycling shoes because I'm click-clacking like a horse, like Clydesdales. You like, nah, Niram, you don't take off your shoes. You fucking around and lose a toe.
Exactly. You've been and got some hepatitis or tetanus out there.
So, I did my first duathlon.
Oh, what is it?
That's when you ride a bike and then you go run or walk.
That's enough.
So I rode for 3 miles and then I did like a 3K, 4K.
Well, that's what's up.
That ain't what's up.
Oh.
I told the universe I ain't want to learn nothing the hard way.
Well, it could have been harder. You could have been on like a 20-mile one.
So I think me catching a flat tire 3 miles away from the house is the hard way.
No.
Yeah, it
could have been a lot worse.
Fuck that. Universe, y'all fucked up on that. Other than that, I'm excited. I bought this game on Amazon. It's called Trading Races.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like playing cards with like famous black people and white people on the card. So you got like Jimmy Fallon, and then you got like Raven Simone, Tiger Woods, Michael Max, Oprah Winfrey, and shit like that. So you're supposed to shuffle these cards up and you deal them out. And then it's like I think it's like I declare war style, and then you gotta try to out black your opponent. So you put out a card, everybody put out a card, and then y'all gotta argue like who is the blackest.
Yes, that sounds like Nyambi's game.
So you can have one where it's like Maya Angelou, Oprah, Asante Secure, and Malcolm X.
Ooh, Jesus!
And you gotta argue who's the blackest.
That's a hard one.
And then everybody gotta come to a consensus.
Mm-mm.
I feel like
that game can go on for years, like Monopoly.
I feel like I need some Crown Royal.
Yeah, we need some.
And this game gonna be lit because this is gonna be a bunch of niggas arguing.
Yes.
Yeah, I already see it now. The conversation between Frederick Douglass, Asante Shakur, Oprah, and Rachel Dolezal.
Oh, hold on. It was Asante, Freddie, and who?
Oprah.
It'd be between Asante and Frederick Douglass. Probably Asante, honey. He said, "Fuck it."
So you gotta argue like who's the blackest. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for the game. I'm gonna bring it to Kwanzaa.
Yes.
With Nia. Oh, they got Michelle Obama in here.
Of course.
Spike Lee, Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Mark Carey.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good stuff in here.
I know it is.
So I'm excited to play the game. Shout out to the creator who made that shit. I was on Amazon and I was just searching. My ass. I just put in black games.
Oh my God, Nero.
And, Black Card Revolt came up and then this came up.
We got that one. Yeah.
So I was like, oh.
I mean, black games don't got to be physically black games. I think a black game is Taboo. Taboo can be off the chain. Mm-hmm. Scattergories is another good one.
I never played Scattergories.
Scattergories good. Jenga, Spades, it's classics, right? Mm-hmm. Speaking of Spike Lee, I knew that the black feminist was going to come tear him up for She Gotta Have It. That's why I wanted to do mine early, honey. Followers of Bell Hooks, I know they was going to tear him up.
Did they take his ass out the game or what?
It wasn't as bad as they made it out to be.
No, it wasn't.
But I knew they was going to take him out the game when I was seeing it. Because they was like, it's just so overtly and no character development. I'm like, what I've been telling y'all niggas about Spike Lee for how long?
Oh, I thought it was a good show.
It was decent. It was decent. Like, for Netflix and the black, we watch much worse shit, right? Mm-hmm. If you ever watch Homeboys in Outer Space, you don't have nothing to say about She Gotta Have It.
Don't be a menace to society.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, people really told Spike Lee up, I think, unnecessarily. But, yeah, I seen folks doing it with Nola, darling. It's just some fuck girls out there. I don't know why we can't accept that. Nola, I didn't see her as being this sexually freeing beast. No, she loved people who love her, honey.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well,
girl
speaking of that, some people emailed us and told us we need to watch the original one.
I have watched that boring shit. I just didn't want to be disrespectful.
Oh my God.
But I'll rewatch it now that I'm older.
Mm-hmm. I ain't seen it in a while either.
I'll rewatch it now that I'm older. I told you I'd be like, Spike. Because that was the one that's black and white, right?
I don't remember. Yeah. Is that the one? It was one of them. I remember growing up.
She gotta have it. Not girl. I'm thinking about Girl Sits, actually. Remember Girl Sits?
It was one of Spike Lee movies. Yeah. That's where I first seen my exposure to titties. Okay. I think it was She Gotta Have It. I remember growing up and then being 5 or 6 and my homeboys you want to watch a movie?
5 or 6?
Yeah. And he's like, man, we're going to watch She Gotta Have It so we can get some exposure to boobs.
And that's all you remember from She Gotta Have It.
You're right, though. She Gotta Have It.
Whoever the listener said that, they right. I'm going to go ahead and rewatch it. But I just, from a faint memory, you'd be like, nah.
Yeah. That's what I remember from. I think it was She Gotta Have It. It was one of Spike Lee movies where I first got my exposure to titties.
Yeah.
Because I remember him be like, man, we about to watch this movie. It got titties in it.
Oh, who was this person? Oh, God. Who are you about to tell on?
I ain't going to say his name out loud. The statute of limitations ain't up yet.
What you said? And you know how they coming for motherfuckers now.
They coming for niggas.
They be like, you got to resign from Black Love Matter podcast. And I got to pull Nia in.
Shit,
I'm like, Nerum has resigned. Now Nia, step in.
Nigga, this my podcast. Yes. Shit, I turned this bitch off. Y'all going to come up. And don't none of y'all know shit about web design.
You right. We be struggling. We just put out Instagram posts or Instagram videos. Talking about the podcast is only up for 10 hours.
Y'all niggas don't know shit about web design. Y'all out here recording and shit on y'all phone. Just don't know shit. Nobody know shit about audio. Nope. None of that shit.
None of that. I told you just go record on our live without no speakers.
Oh my God.
We just don't talk. All right, Nerum.
So we got some pillow talk.
Yeah, you want to start? I just thought we can just recap a little bit about that Soul Train Award.
Oh yeah, because we was talking about it on Monday.
Queen Badu did it again.
Don't she always do it?
Yeah.
I said
she should just do it until she's tired. Like,
yeah,
she should just do it. She got at least another 3-4 years in her. I think.
Mm-hmm. I know why the brothers. Yes, I know why. I know why the cage bird sings. That reminds me of when we watched that Kwanzaa special. Maya Angelou's like Kwanzaa.
The black candle signifies. I'm like, why am I talking like that? I guess she's just enunciating.
She just enunciate everything. Yes, everything.
Yeah, I guess she said the crafty crackers can't say they don't know what the fuck she's saying.
Kwanzaa. Anyways, I know why all of Erykah Badu baby daddies go ticky ticky boom boom.
Why?
It's something about Erykah Badu's spirit.
Yeah.
That just fuck you all up.
I mean, her chakras are in line.
Third eye. She got third eyes and fourth eyes and shit.
She bathed in almond oil daily. Yeah.
I know why Andre 3000 ain't put out another CD.
She told him not to. She had to make a choice.
It's something
they
about
was in bed one day. She's like, make a choice.
It's something about that Erykah Badu poom poom that be having all the rappers fucked up.
They be losing it.
Yes.
Ain't no wrong with that.
And the thing is, 3 Stacks still got it, but shit, he ain't been right since with
I ain't
Erykah.
Really heard his voice. Has he said anything?
He was on.
And then Common. Nothing wrong with Common, but Common flipped it. He had that video with Erykah Badu.
He was recently on. He was on Kanye CD.
Andre 3000.
Yeah.
Or Common.
3000.
I was like,
he was singing, but he just recently dropped a verse. I can't remember.
I mean, a verse. Jesus, he's a rapper. I need him to drop a whole song or mixtape or a CD.
That nigga just gave it up.
I don't know why.
I told you it's that Badu Poom Poom.
And I love Outkast. The thing is, I don't need Outkast to come out with a new CD. A lot of these people just go on tour, but not a winter tour. Go on a nice summer tour. I already told y'all what I want. I want to bring my own chair, bring snacks and drinks on the lawn. I'm telling you, that bitch will sell out. Or is there like an old, all the white folks be doing the festivals? Is there just, I know they got Afro punk, but is this like an old school hip hop and R&B fest?
No, I can think of.
Do you know what I'm saying? Where you just get old school R&B and hip hop artists, and they just do their festival on the lawn, and you just pay for passes. I think that's kind of Afro punk, but Afro punk is a little more eclectic.
I was gonna say Essence Fest. Is that? I don't know. I ain't never.
Essence Fest. I guess it's not a lot of hip. Like Essence Fest is like in a Superdome, though, right? Essence Fest costs some money to go to, right? I'm talking about something where it's like $50-$60, and it's like passes, like. I don't know how to explain it. I'm talking about the real big white ones. You know the white folks be having that shit in the desert? And it's in the desert because there's so much fucking space, right? That's something I want to do for the black folks. I think it'd be lit.
I'm just looking at everybody that Erykah Badu done been with.
Why are you saying that?
No, because I'm just trying to see who all the rappers that fell off.
She got to have it, honey. And the thing is, they ain't never talk crazy about her.
They sure
and
don't.
She ain't never talk crazy about them. Even through breakup, like never. What we gonna do, or like Erykah Badu, we gonna run down all the niggas she was with. Common, Andre 3000. She got good taste, honey.
The DLC.
She got good taste. I ain't mad at her. Anyway, Toni Braxton. Sis got it. I want to see Toni Braxton in tour now. Even though she wasn't singing on that. Like she wasn't giving us anything. It looks like she was more so exhausted because I don't know who they had up there doing her tribute.
They had all the James. It was like Luke James, Etta James, and Rick James.
I don't know who it was, but the only one who did it decent was Luke James. They had that white girl up there, not Jesse James. Nerum, shut up. It was Jessie J.
It was all the James.
Jessie J and Ro James and Luke James.
Hold on.
Yeah, Jessie J, Luke James, and Ro James. Ro and Jessie could have kept it. Luke, he started off sketchy. He started off rough, right? And then he ended strong with that falsetto. They could have did something better for it. What happened to the legends honoring the legends? No offense to them. But do you remember like when Pat, like it usually be legends up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why weren't they up there for Tony? Because Tony got some bangers.
Who gonna do that voice though?
Well, I was thinking like Chrisette Michele, but she's still not welcome back to the picnic.
Nope, not even when she did that Black Lives Matter song.
Yeah, I'm hoping by the summer she'll be welcome back to the community. But she could have did it because she got like more of a jazzy influence. What is it, Layla Hathaway?
Okay.
She has like a more deep, raspy voice. Anita Baker, come on, like there's people out there with deeper voices that could have did this. I even would have probably took a SZA. Why SZA wasn't at the Soul Train Awards?
Well, we're gonna get there. Why ain't nobody who won awards got there?
On, we put a pin in that. At the end of this, we're gonna talk about that because these niggas is wrong. Next, SWV, they were cute. I could have dealt with like maybe 80% less dancing. What was all that dancing?
I don't know.
Did they always dance?
I don't remember.
It's like their skirts were either 2 inches too short or should have been 2 inches longer. Like they were very awkward shaped. Like they was real heiched up. And every time they like flicker, it was just an awkward length. So it either needed to be 2 inches shorter or 2 inches longer. But they just kept flailing. And I'm like, sis, just sing the song. Sing Weak and sing Rain. I didn't need the hype SWV song. Like I wanted the ballads.
SWV and Tiny and them need to go on tour.
I'm so sick of Escape. Every time I get on Instagram, I was cracking up. My mom was cracking up. My mom said, I'm so sick of seeing them girls in them tight ass outfits. Every time I on TV, they got them two tight ass outfits on and all that sequence popping. Oh, look like this when they walk and just be popping off. Pat, pat, pat.
Like guns.
And then I looked at it too. I was like, that shit is tight. Like it looks unnecessarily tight. So I'm kind of a little over Escape. But I think instead of like Tamar, not Tamar sung her face off now. But why isn't SWV and Escape on tour together?
I don't know. But I know one thing. Shout out to Method Man.
Method Man did his thing. I told you Method Man go back and forth between looking like a legit rapper and somebody uncle. Like sometimes I'm like, dang, he look good. He real dapper, right? Then other times I'm like, who is that nigga? It's like Denzel when you remember he had that mustache on?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
Oh, we still ain't seen that movie.
No, we're going to see that. It's only been a week. Don't worry. We're going to see that. So Method Man and what's it called? The DOC, the OG dog. What?
Who else was up there?
That man, OG. I don't know who it was. OG dog or OG.
No,
the God, you God.
You God.
Oh.
You was getting there.
That's my phonics.
That's that phonics.
OG
dog. Like AEIOU dog.
I didn't really, I liked that Method Man came out. Has anybody honored Wu-Tang Clan?
If they have, it's probably been so long ago I can't remember.
I think it's about time for the Wu-Tang Clan to be honored. I would like to see that, right?
Low key hockey. They album, that new Wu-Tang album.
Yeah,
fucking flames.
Yeah, I like Wu-Tang.
And Method Man and Redman is killing it. And Redman ain't even part of Wu-Tang.
Redman is hosting Scared Famous.
Them niggas is bringing back the do-rag out in public. I am ready.
I'm not ready for it. Oh, did you like that Soul Cypher?
Yeah, that was dope.
What?
It was better than that fucking hip hop Cypher.
Come on. Now, wasn't it?
It was.
And I was like, wait. I'm thinking they were singing their song. Oh, they really freestyling it as soul singers.
Yeah.
Come on. Well, first off, Fantasia. Duh. She's going to take it to fucking church.
She wins with all them fucking runs and shit.
She just can run a whole song, okay? And then just start singing her song. And Faith did it too. Faith, shut up. Shut up. You putting a Luther.
They just be doing all them.
Remember Luther be like,
woo, 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 woo. They be just be having them runs. Whoa.
I love a run. Faith Evans did her thing too. Like, that's the Faith I like, right? That reminded me as soon as I get home, Faith. I think she did that, didn't she?
Yeah.
She started singing as soon as I get home. I said, come on, Faith. And then them guys too. Who was it? Bilal and Molly. I'm late with these artists. Who are these people?
You don't remember Bilal?
I think I do. Is that the same one I'm thinking about from the 2000s?
Yes.
Okay, I do know him. Who's a Molly? Molly? M-A-L-I?
I don't know.
I mean, he sung well. I just never heard of him.
Where the fuck is Music Soul Child?
Oh, yeah, where music? Now, he would have did good. He had a moment where he was ticky-ticky.
Mm-hmm.
Where Rashid Devant? What?
Raheem Devine?
Oh. Who's the guy from Detroit who was singing the Ocean song?
That's Raheem. No, that's
it's not. The Ocean something coming.
K something.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Ocean. Now my ocean's coming in. What is that called? Kajan.
Yeah, Kajan. It was something.
Or you know who else I would like to see a soul cipher?
What?
I'm biased to Detroit. I would like to see Kim do it. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like he would do a sickening soul cipher, right? Because he's good about DDDB and DBDB and you know what I'm saying, doing them runs.
Yeah.
I think that they need to do like a whole thing called soul cipher.
Yeah, Chrisette would have been there, but she still.
Chrisette would have did a good soul cipher too, but
she can't come to the picnic.
She ain't welcome back just of yet. I hope we don't keep her out forever.
I think she's been
because every
traded.
sinner got a what?
I don't know.
Future, and every saint got a past. So we got to learn to forgive. But the soul cipher was sickening. Tank.
Yeah.
Where'd his shirt go? I don't remember anything prior to his shirt being on.
So we was recording the podcast, and I looked down. I was looking at my notes, and then I look up. I said,
Did he greased up with Safari coconut oil?
I said, Naomi, where that nigga shirt at?
He's gone.
I said, did he have a shirt on when he came to stage?
Yes.
She said, yeah.
And
I said, where'd it go?
And the thing is, Tank can sing, so it's not even like a distraction, right? I couldn't tell you what the fuck he sung on that.
Because he had his shirt off.
I said, what song did he sing?
Somebody at the post interview was like, why you just didn't come on the stage with no shirt on?
He just came on in his drawers.
Because Tank, this nigga
Tank
always
be extra.
You know what? I unfriended a bunch of niggas on Facebook because niggas got profile picture no shirt on.
Why are you jealous?
I ain't jealous, but
it's just a lot.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't have none of my friends just be in their bras. You're right.
It's
It's a little too much. It's a little
this
too
niggas
much.
be Facebook profile picture be them with no shirt on with their drawers halfway down so you can see that.
God.
You
The
can see
highway
them.
to heaven?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, I don't want to see your pubic hair on Facebook.
Oh my goodness. Is it
Look,
groomed?
Blank. Look. Block.
Porn. You should flag it as porn.
I'm reporting them niggas.
It's porn. It's pornographic material.
It sure is.
You stupid. But lastly, I wanted to get on. Can we talk about no one being there? Is there anything before we talk about nobody being there you want to talk about there?
Tamar's crazy eye.
Yeah. She sung that face off.
She did.
But
There was something about that eye. Did she do that normally?
I think that's probably how she looked.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked like she was into the song.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, when you're into a song, sometimes you got to sing ugly.
It's like that right eye. There's something about
You
that
know,
eye.
sometimes she probably was singing hard. You know,
Oh.
you know when you sing hard,
It's popping out a little bit. It was
you know,
kinda-
but you know she's supposed to be a professional. So
Mhm.
you know you got to control that eye. But she sung her face off. Now she ain't sing her face off, and her eye was going all which way, and that wig was leaning. It'd have been a problem. But because she sung her face off, all is forgiven.
Okay.
All is.
She did
forgiven.
sing.
She
But
sung that face off.
it was something about that eye.
In the wig. The wig was low on the forehead. Y'all have to slow down with these lace fronts. Okay? This is not Yambi as a friend. Bruss his cuss. Y'all are doing way too much with these lace fronts. It's to the point where Niram, can you tell when somebody's wearing a wig?
Yeah, at first I couldn't tell.
Yeah, Niram never could tell.
Me and Naomi used to play a game when all the reality TV shows come on.
Yeah.
Is that a wig, weave, or their real hair?
Yeah.
And now I didn't got
Now
so
Niram
good.
know it.
Like, oh.
Niram be like, that's a frontal. That's a lace closure. I'm like, they ain't faded enough. They ain't faded enough.
Thanks to you, baby. Because I used to play. I was like, I can't tell. Now I can tell.
Now, come on. You
Shit.
can see. Look like snake skin.
Speaking of weave, why everybody in Love and Hip Hop in New York got the same blue wig?
It's like either a blue wig or a blonde wig. Is that the color?
Is that the new color for 2018?
Is that their aura?
Like everybody.
I don't know.
Remy Ma, Chicken Noodle Soup Girl, the other girl
All
who
the
be
girls.
fighting Chicken Noodle Soup Girl.
I don't know nobody names besides that. And Yandy.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know. But yeah, why was nobody there? Y'all wrong for this shit.
But y'all
Y'all
niggas gonna be at
wrong.
that fucking Grammy.
They gonna be at the motherfucking Grammys. And the thing is, I don't expect every artist to come every year, right?
Mhm.
But I'm gonna need folks to at least come every other year, every 2 years, right? I feel like you need to do it like the family reunion. You need to put it on your agenda at least every 2 years to come participate. So if this year you do BET, you don't got to go to Soul Train. But if you don't do Soul Train, you got, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because every award they accept, ain't nobody there. The only ones that accept the award was Lettucey and BBD. I don't know why they got an award. Secondly, why the fuck was it tied? Why didn't Barbara or Deborah, whoever, didn't BT buy Soul Train?
Yeah.
What's the lead? Deborah Lee. Why didn't she do the tie-breaking vote?
Oh, like POTUS. I mean,
Yeah.
voters.
Yeah. Like, what type of ghetto shit? You ain't gonna go to the Grammys and they be like, it's a tie, bitches. No,
No.
ain't no tie.
Ain't no time.
Why y'all got even number of voters? That's dumb, right? So Lettucey deserved that. Bev did
BBD, baby.
Poisoned.
Not poison, but
They
poison.
have to really sit down. I feel like they gave them that because they didn't get an award for that movie, which was good. But I don't know if Poison deserved another award. The season and reason has came and passed. Where was Beyonce? Should have been. Somebody should have. 24 Karat Gold, Bruno. As much as you want to take our culture, you could have been at the BET Awards. Jessie J came.
Do Beyonce come to any award shows?
The Grammys and MTV. Beyonce come when she get a 20-minute set list, honey.
Yeah.
I mean, but if you preaching all this pro-black shit, right? I give her a pass because she just had them children, right? But I'm gonna need to see her next year. Where was Solange at? You can't tell me but niggas supported that. Come on.
Where the
Bruno was at, where Drake was, where all of them was at, where were all the big names? Because the only reason I'm saying that is because back in the day, all the big artists used to be at those shows.
Yeah.
So Michael Jackson's, the Aretha Franklin's, Whitney Houston's, Mariah Carey's, all of them used to be at those shows, right?
Right.
And so what done changed that these new ones can't be there? Watch that shit. I don't like that, right? But they gonna be at the whatchamacallit. And it ain't nothing wrong with the Grammys. Like, I understand it's a huge privilege, right? But when do you got to support your own? And I'm not saying you got to go to all of them, but I'm going to need you to, every other year you need to be going to one.
Right.
Even if you're not performing, I just need you to sit in the audience and wave.
Show up.
Kanye, where you at with your wife and your black children? Who else we missing? I ain't see John. Where's everyone?
Well, Chrissy Teigen having that baby.
Yeah, but she going to be in the Grammy audience. Bet money.
Yeah.
Who else we was missing? Because I don't even know. And lastly, I'm going to get off this. You can be talking about the Grammys. What was those categories? Like, one of them was like certified. Certified what? What type of nigga shit is this? What does that mean? They need Nyambi to come up there and EP.
Oh, my God.
What?
Certified what?
You don't remember that? I was like, certified what?
Look.
Cardi B wasn't even there. Sis, where was the Migos? Where was Gucci Man?
They got a TV show to record.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, where are these? Where DJ Khaled? Sway a nigga till it's time to what? I ain't appreciating. I took note.
You took note?
I took note. I ain't appreciating.
Are you boycotting these niggas?
I'm not boycotting them, but I'm be very wary when it's time to spend money on them that I'm just going to stream for free.
Oh, okay.
Rihanna, you could have came with a Fenty face.
Free Fenty for everyone.
All right, Neil.
You get a Fenty face.
You got anything else to say about those Soul Train
You got a Fenty face.
And us not going and supporting.
No.
You can't tell me everybody was busy. Everybody was busy.
Well, Jay-Z on tour, so I figured Beyonce wasn't going to be there.
I gave her a pass. They just had them children, right? I get them a pass. But shit, they ain't the end all be all. Ain't it some other niggas?
Yeah.
Where everybody else at?
No niggas was there.
Nobody was there. Looked like it was just seat fillers. Looked like they just had a raffle on Groupon.
Well, it was in Vegas too. It was at that. It was in Old Vegas.
Yeah, now that wasn't Old Vegas. It was down it was off the strip. We've been to that hotel before.
I know.
I mean, I ain't stayed there. I went there and
we got something to eat there.
Yeah. I don't know why they picked the New Orleans. Like, it's off the strip. It's like 5 minutes from the strip.
Because I guess it's blacked out. I don't know.
No, it's not. I guarantee that.
Shit, why didn't you have it at the D?
Nero, tell us about those Grammy nominations.
Grammys is black as fuck, y'all. From Jay-Z to Kendrick leading the motherfucking pack with 8 and 7 nominations. These niggas is gonna be fighting over by everybody because I feel like Jay-Z should get everything.
What? Now, them lies you tell. He deserves something, but I don't know if he deserves motherfucking everything because Kendrick did that too.
Album of the year.
Yeah.
Has all black nominees.
Come on.
And not a single black person, single white male since 19 years.
That's a blessing.
The nominees for album of the year was Jay-Z 444, Kendrick with Damn, Childish Gambino.
This is a hard one.
Damn.
And what's the other one?
Who else was there? Bruno.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
And what was it? Lord,
that white girl who sing Royals.
Oh,
who you think deserve it and who you think gonna win?
Well, Lord is definitely not gonna win it.
keep sleeping on a white princesses.
Nah, she ain't going it.
I don't even know her song, but I like Royals.
I could see them giving it to Bruno.
I could see them giving it to Bruno, but I think Kendrick Lamar deserved it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think
Although I love 444, but I think Kendrick Lamar just did it for me a little more.
I think Bruno probably gonna get it just because he there, but if not, Jay-Z gonna get it.
Did you see Bruno got a fucking live TV special from the Apollo?
Yes.
My nigga.
Are the tickets on sale?
I don't know. I'm gonna watch it though.
Can somebody hook us up?
Can we get invited?
Listeners, our New York listeners, can you hook us up?
I'm trying to go to the royal wedding.
Can you hook us up to go see Bruno Mars?
Royal wedding, we don't got clearance.
Mm-hmm. So the last person, a black artist. First of all, a black artist hasn't won the Grammy for Album of the Year in 10 years.
Shut up. Who was it?
Last person who did was Herbie Hancock.
Not Herbie Hancock.
God damn.
He an OG in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But not Herbs.
Yeah.
Good for him. What CD was that? He ain't even did no his. Didn't he do like covers and shit?
Yeah, it was like his tribute album.
Beyonce, and that's the other thing. Like Jay-Z nominated for this too, but Beyonce was robbed. She should have got it for Lemonade, and that's bullshit. Never mind. Go ahead. What's the
no, I'm not done yet. The last rap group or rapper to win Album of the Year was 14 years ago.
Who?
Outkast with Speaker Box and Love Below.
Yeah, that was all right.
Yeah. So we gonna see. I think Jay-Z finally gonna get his Album of the Year Grammy here.
Oh, you think he gonna get that?
Yeah.
I mean, I wish there was a category for like overall mogul, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I like Kendrick's album as his album of the year, right? But I think the way like Jay-Z's concept, the way he execute, like all that stuff play into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Right.
This is also the first year that the Record of the Year category is only by people of color, with the exception of Justin Bieber.
Bye.
That was featured on Despacito.
Wait a minute, Despacito is nominated?
Yeah, a Record of the Year.
That's gonna win.
Best New Artist. Got SZA.
Ooh,
Khalid.
Side Chick music.
Side Chick music. Khalid.
Who? Khaled.
Khalid.
Oh, that's the one.
Send me your location now.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that song.
Is that new artist or song?
New artist.
Okay.
And Lil Uzi Vert. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge.
Suicide rap music.
Yep. SZA also got.
Is that gonna be SZA or Khaled?
I think that's gonna be SZA.
SZA ain't really a new artist. I mean, I guess to them.
Yeah, to them. You know, even though her last CD was hot too, but I think this is like a major release.
I do like Khaled's song. I think he should maybe win for new song, but SZA should win new artist.
SZA is also the most nominated Grammy nominated woman this year.
Shut the fuck up, go bitch. Solange ain't nominated.
I don't know. People was mad about old girl, everybody's peeve, Tay Tay.
What?
Because they was mad because her ass ain't getting no Grammy nominations.
Tamar?
No, Taylor Swift. Tay Tay.
Her CD just came out 2 days ago.
I know, and people was all pissy
she'll
and
get
shit.
Next year, honey. Don't worry, she'll sweep next year.
Right, because people was all mad so much she got snubbed, but hell, the bitch just dropped the shit like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, people barely listened to it 3 times.
Yeah, missed the deadline.
Oh, it missed it, or it was right at it?
It was missed. No, she missed the deadline.
Oh, well, bitch, 2018 to be Taylor's year.
So I look forward to the Grammys. Hopefully, Beyonce will have a song ready for us to perform with the twins.
Beyonce do got something stirring, and I don't know what it is.
She is fucking
she's been way too social honey for me. Yeah,
she is out there. She did that song with Eminem. She dropping vocals here and there.
Yeah,
she dropping more Instagram pictures.
Yeah,
I love when Beyonce drop one. I got the notification.
Why you love
because
Beyonce
it gives me a little life. Because she posts 3 at a time.
Oh.
I'm had to do my Instagram like that. Whenever I post a new picture, fuck one, I hit y'all bitches with 3. Just a whole new row.
Okay.
And I just be like, damn. I be looking like, who is her artistic director?
Yeah. Parkwood Publications, honey.
Probably. Shit, I need to get an internship there.
Yeah, so I'm excited for the Grammys. I think it comes on January 28th.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably won't watch it live. I watch it in the background. Like I did last year. On my TV, I didn't have it on, but I had it on my computer in the background.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when they do like the other camera views and shit like that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the one I watch, honey. I don't have time. All right, we're going to talk about this. It's heavy on my heart. I don't want to, but I am.
All right. Lay it on me.
Cyntoia Brown.
Jesus.
Folks have been asking, was I going to talk about it? And I initially left it out because it's heavy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Cyntoia Brown's a Tennessee woman serving a life sentence in prison for murdering a man who solicited her for sex when she was a teenager, because she was a teenage sex trafficking victim. It's received a lot of support lately. So imagine at the age of 16 being sex trafficked by a pimp named Cutthroat. After days of being repeatedly drugged and raped by different men, you were purchased by a 43-year-old child predator who took you to his home to use you for sex. You end up finding enough courage to fight back, and you shoot and kill him. So what's going on is basically this young lady was 16 when this happened. And she kind of come from a foster home. Like, she done had previous traumas, and she got picked up by this guy, took her in. He became her pimp. He was pimping her out, whooping her ass, and she got to the point where she couldn't take it no more, and she killed him, right? So I think
it wasn't him. It was one of the Johns.
I'm sorry. Yeah. The Johns. And so the way it was going, where, like, I think the John reached under the bed, and she thought he was going for a gun. So she reached in her part. She had her piece and shot him first. So her case to the court was like, I didn't kill him in cold blood. I did this as self-defense. And then this white-ass Tennessee court was like, nah, sis. And they sentenced her to, 69 years in jail.
No, I thought it was life.
Life in jail. But that's right, life. But she wouldn't get out till she was 69.
Yeah, she wouldn't get parole until she was
69. And the key was that she was only 16 when this happened. And now she's 29. And this has got a lot more media exposure. And now a lot of celebrities like Rihanna, even Kim Kardashian stepped in. And this is what, I'm not the biggest fan of Kim Kardashian, but Kim Kardashian put her money where her mouth was, and she done hired the Cochran firm for her.
What?
To fight her appeal or whatever it's going to be, to see if she can get this dismissed or the case, time to serve, right? But overall, this just hurt my heart. Like, what I'm saying? No one should kill anyone, right? But this girl at 16, are we going to sit up there and say she was in her right mind? Right? That she did this through her own fruition, right? Negative malice, premeditated murder to this man. That's crazy. That's bullshit.
Like a How to Get Away with Murder episode.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Like, this, she should not have been sentenced to life in prison. If anything, she should have been in a facility, right? Yeah. She should have been sentenced to, permanent intake until, evaluated as, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would seem like that would have been a fair. Okay, so because imagine how you think you're going to be since 16, you've been raped, beat on, and what do you think the mind is?
Right.
What do you think?
It's mush.
Yeah. Jesus. And it just goes back to this double standard. And, as this woman, so the victim of a rape is being put in jail for it. What does that say to folks who have been victims? Because would you be in that situation, you thought he was about to kill you? What you going to do? I'm going to kill him. Mm-hmm. So it just overall just hurt my heart. And they actually have documentary on PBS and all that stuff. And I really didn't even like that shit because it's a white guy who's interviewing her and he's acting stupid as fuck. Like, asking dumbass questions, right? Like, what do you think? Why do you think she did this? You know what I'm saying? Like, she was pimped out. Like, did you have sex with these? What the fuck you thought she did? Ate McDonald's with them? Like,
Jesus.
What did you thought she did? Play Legos, Monopoly? Like, no. She was taken advantage of, right? And then I didn't even like that piece where they talked to her adopted mom or foster mom, which like, I wish she would have told me. And bitch, she went missing. Like, what are you talking about? You're the parent. It's your job to step in, right? And know the goings-ons with your children, right? What 16-year-old go to their mama and tell them everything? None. Bitch, bye. Excuses are tools of incompetence. And I think that the system failed her, the foster system, the adoptive system, everybody around failed. Yeah, you're right. Agree. This was like How to Get Away with Murder with that older lady who was just in the system for so long, due to these traumas and rape. Like, this is a trauma. Someone should be treated. She needed to be treated, not in prison.
If she was a white woman, she would have been already at home.
Yeah, she should have been in treatment. Now, I agree. Now, if they wanted to keep her in treatment for 5 to 10 years, okay. I can argue with that, right? I can rock with that. But you kept this woman behind bars in prison? Right. Jesus. That she had to develop a whole nother skill set to survive as a 16. First of all, she's 16. Why was she tried as a fucking adult? She's 16.
Because she was in Tennessee.
She should have been out soon as she became legal, right? 18 to 21, she should have been out. So that's another problem because I think she was a black woman. Why was she tried as an adult? That goes back to the article we had a few months ago, how they see black girls as more adult-like, more mature, more capable of doing things like this, right? All this ties together, and it just makes me so upset. Nero.
I think you took all the words out of my mouth. What? But I think it's deeply saddening to see this happen. This shit happens countless day in and day out. I just think about all the other people who remain nameless.
Yes,
who don't
in the
have
system.
The public notoriety.
Because this happened almost 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Who don't have the public notoriety to do this.
Thank goodness for social media.
Yeah, because she won't be the last one.
No,
and she wasn't
not
the first one. So I just think about all the other people who had to endure this and don't have, or never, don't have voice and never will get justice. Yeah.
It's sickening. It's laws and policies time to change. No more prayers. Laws and policies have to be put in place. Minors should not be tried as an adults when any type of rape, sexual assault, type of abuse is in play with the crime, right?
Yeah.
So even if she did this cold-heartedly, just because she had that previous trauma, other things should be taken into account. Right?
I agree.
Period. So two things. She underage and the strife of a black woman. Right, Noms?
Yeah, it is.
You say, yeah, it is.
It is. Look, I mean,
you don't got nothing else to say.
Let me not even get the mansplaining.
You don't got a mansplain.
No, it's fucked up. I hope she get justice. I hope she get out of there.
And who the fuck is she going to sue? Is there room to sue?
My thing is like, even when she sued, like, where do she go from here?
That's why she need money.
Where do she go from here?
Treatment.
Where?
So not only her sexual trauma, her emotional trauma from being in jail, right? Mm-hmm. She needs at least 10 years of intensive treatment at minimum. And who going to pay for that? And I ain't talking about no okie doke shit. Like, she need to be on the oceans of Maui, right?
Mm-hmm.
Drinking green juice. And sis deserves it.
She do.
Right? Because it reminds me of what's that young man who got out of prison?
Cleve Browder.
That's what scares me. So say we get sis released, right? What if sis goes into depression and spirals to suicidal thoughts? Mm-hmm. Because all she knows since she's been a child is this system or being abused. That's all she knows. And then we tell her to go out and be great in a Donald Trump America? God damn it. No.
All y'all niggas with third eyes. It's time to open them up.
Open them up, free her, sue her, and then provide her the help and support. She needs inpatient treatment. Mm-hmm. Intensive inpatient treatment. That's what she needs. And that all should be paid for. Ugh.
By who?
I don't give a fuck who. Tennessee state government. The Tennessee taxpayers. Who the fuck put her in there? Did she get all them juries and make them pay a monthly fee? That's why I need to be a juror. Who was on the jury? I couldn't have did that. A 16-year-old girl who was a sex worker?
Nah, fam.
Who can say guilty to that? Oh, Lord. Oh, I would have they would have had to put me in contempt of court.
Well, they wouldn't have picked you. You know what? You're a black woman.
They would have to put me in motherfucking contempt of court because the answer is not fucking guilty.
You too empowered.
Yeah. No, ain't nothing y'all can say. Y'all can threaten me. You can do what the fuck you want, but I'm not putting this girl in jail. Kick rocks. Then I'm going to pray. What?
I can't.
And the thing is, it ain't got to be a black white thing. If that was a white girl, I'd be like, no, we ain't putting Mary in fucking jail. That bastard did that to her. Right? This ain't a black and white thing. Shit. This woman was taken advantage of. Whew. But let them come out. Who was the one who said Kevin Spacey slept with him? And all my shows gone. Damn it.
Baby, what's the next topic?
What do you mean? What? That's what I'm saying. Kevin Spacey kissed him and all his shit got shut down. This man done sold her for hot Cheetos and shit, right? And she go to jail. That's the bullshit I'm talking about. Now got House of Cards. And Kevin said he's sorry he gay. He's so crafty. That was crafty. All right, last topic. I'm about to get upset.
Jesus. I hope it's more light.
What?
Is it light?
No, but we got some table topics at the end.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk about a little bit. You don't really have nothing else to say, Near. I feel like that's we leaving this wide open.
No.
Am I talking too much? I'm the keeper of Black Girl Magic.
I know you are, and I sometimes I just gotta let you cook.
Yeah,
you cooking. Because and all I can say is justice for Cyntoia. Where's the GoFundMe?
Where's the GoFundMe? Well, Kim K done fund that. Don't put respect on Kim K name. I'm gonna see when she come out with some shimmer or something. I'll buy that just out of respect because she done helped this girl with this. Mm-hmm. Come on. I said, come on, Kim K. You know she got them black girls, honey. Yeah. She seen North. Because she do. Cyntoia is a little light skinned, you know. She do favor North.
So to wrap this up with a pretty bow.
she touched her. That could be North.
Google Cyntoia Brown. Yeah. Get woke, niggas. Yeah. Niggas who got third eyes, open them bitches for Cyntoia.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be leading the next one. Yep. So the last one we're talking about is kind of this paradox of relationship commitment. So this idea of who holds the power. I got this to kind of build off the last conversation we were talking about, Nira. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to relationships, the partner who is, in the article I should say, the partner who's least invested in making the relationship work is actually the one who holds the greatest power. What's your thoughts on that?
That's interesting.
Think about it. When you're deeply in love with someone who doesn't love you back, your intense commitment to making it work, air quotes, might be the least of the concerns of your significant other. Their lack of interest, in effect, gives them the power to walk away and leave you heartbroken or broke. Some people mistakenly believe that anger is the opposite of love, but apathy or lack of respect are the truest enemies of caring. I told you, indifference. When a person no longer feels invested enough to argue or dignify comments with a response, it's likely that their heart has been shifted and the connection is no more. If a person has no concerns for the partner's feelings, that person now holds the balance of power regarding the future of your relationship. If you feel like your relationship power is shifting, that you're kind of losing ground with, you feel fission or a sense of apathy towards your partner, take preventative action before it loses its validity. What do you think about that, Nero?
I agree to us. I see where they're going with this. The fact that, they're basically saying is that the person who don't care, who
don't give a fuck,
who cared at
who's
least
indifferent,
got the most power. I see where they're going with that.
Yeah.
But I also think like the person who cares the most got power too, though. Like, I feel like they are able to, what's the word I'm looking for? They are able to I think they got to say so too.
Yeah.
In it. Because I think at them, because the person cares so much, they be like, since they ain't working, fuck you, think I'm gone.
Jesus.
Whereas the other person, they indifferent. So they're like, I can be with you, I can don't be with you.
Yeah. I mean, I think for me, it's hard to be with somebody who don't love me like as equally. Like I like for my love and passion to be equally matched, at least at some points in a relationship. Because I think a secret folks don't tell you is sometimes you do fall in and out of love with your relationship. But I think the key is not to do it at the same time, right? Mm-hmm. You kind of have to have somebody moving forward. And I hate to use the term like fighting for the relationship because what does that mean? Because somebody ain't shit left to fight for. Yeah. But knowing that balance. But I think, all couples have disagreements and conflicts, but the difference between a healthy or an unhealthy relationship lies in the ability to address the differences and manage conflict. So the lesson is it's okay to fight, but you have to fight fair.
Yes.
And I think that goes back to establishing boundaries and expectations on what it is when you have arguments. Mm-hmm. So I think when you get into gaslighting, when people giving you ultimatums, setting very unrealistic timelines, that's where, you get those shifts in power, right? Yeah. Because you set in timelines, the other person was like, kick rocks.
When that gaslighting is a motherfucker.
Gaslighting is a bitch. I don't think y'all understand. Like, we need to do a part 2 to gaslighting. Gaslighting is so fucking real. It's what our president does. It's his prime resource. Is a gaslighter, right?
Yeah. Motherfuckers gaslight your ass up so much you be in a comatose state.
Yeah, you start to believe you just on fire. The next thing I think is being a couple. I don't think it's about like the 1 + 1 = 2. I think it's more about the 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. So that's you, your partner, and the relationship. Mm-hmm. So I think these are 3 entities that must be considered in any decision you're making. You just can't ask, is it good for me or is it good for my partner? You have to ask, is it good for our relationship? The last one, that couples forget. The last one is that piece that couples forget to explore, right? And that's when decisions that are good for the individual turn into fire starters for the couple. So in turn, you have to realize that you don't neglect the needs of your relationship when you're choosing the best of your actions. So I think that related back to one of our earlier episodes, we were saying, what are the sacrifices you make for your relationship? But how do you make sacrifices for your relationship without causing resentment?
Yeah, losing yourself in the whole thing.
And again, that's another way power shift dynamics make. So I think about, when I came out to New England, I was like, well, I'm going there. In the idea that when you came out to New England, I need you not only to do it for me, but I needed you to do it for our relationship and you. Mm-hmm. So it was the idea that, of course, you did it to support me, right? That's icing, right? But I wanted that to be the supplementary, right? So that's the icing on the cake. Mm-hmm. But I wanted you to come out there because you had some goals and priorities, and also it was for the good of the relationship. Right. If you're not able to put all those three together, that's when that breakdown occurs. No?
Yeah, I agree. And especially when I moved out here, that was one of the things that I really took into consideration. Not only, family members looking at me crazy, like, oh, you going out there, you following, you chasing at this woman and blah, 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 because, you had that external thing. But, how is following you or coming out here to New England is going to make me a better man, even if this situation don't work out. And I think a lot of people don't even think about that. Like, a lot of people are like, well, I'm here to support you, so
and that's not enough.
Whatever you gonna do, that's what we need. And it's like, no, like how
that should just be a byproduct. Yeah.
But it's like how can I make this a better situation for me?
Because by you being a better man makes you a better for this relationship. That then makes me a better woman. Like, it's all a cycle. And if there's ever a breakdown in that, that's a problem, because then resentment can be, if you just here to support me, I'm just looking at you like, well, why are you a bump on the log? Right. You in the same place we were when we first got out of here. And that's not what I agree, right? And you think, well, I didn't hold up my end of the deal. I'm out here with you, right? Mm-hmm. And it's more than just support.
Yeah.
Was you going to say something there?
No, and I was just going to say, like, yeah, and, I think that's where the breakdown happened. Like, most people think that, oh, well, since I'm out here, like, I'm just here for you and things of that sort. Yeah. And you got to make yourself better. Yes. And when it's all said and done, in any relationship, you got to make sure yourself is good in this as well, because being your best you also contributes to being the best in a relationship.
Yeah. The other thing that I thought about when I was reading this article is that not forgetting that relationships are not done deals for life. So taking someone's fidelity and devotion for granted is not going to guarantee its last. So recognize that relationships require tending, maintenance, just as all things in life do. So the idea is that guarantees are worthless if the guidelines are not followed. So it's that idea of maintenance. You constantly have to check in. You just can't let the status quo go. So the idea also, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it makes good sense about most things, but it doesn't mean, I don't think it works in relationships. So if you're just content, if it ain't focused on broke, I don't think that's good enough. I think you constantly have to check in with things, or the idea of ignoring little things in your relationship, to be like, oh, well, that's just what they do, I'll let it go. Hell to the no. And
it goes back to the other article we was talking about, how, the shit that was cute now it gets on your partner nerve, and now y'all going back and forth bickering and shit like that.
Absolutely.
Like, this is where those check-ins and regular scheduled maintenance comes into play, so you can talk about this thing.
Yeah.
I think for us, we do it, maybe 2-3 times a year, just to say, hey, let's just check in.
Yeah, well, we have space for it. So, we're constantly talking, but saying, like, no, you take some time to reflect on our relationship and some shit we did amazing, some shit we need to work on, and some shit we need to strive for. Like, we try to be very intentional, and we shut our phones off. Sometimes we leave the house, sometimes we just in the house, but we really take that time. And that's like our, how do you say it? Like, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like, you can say how you feel. You don't have to censor yourself. You don't have to worry about being a low blow. Like, everything that's said at that moment is forgiven, right?
Yeah.
And that's the time to do it. Compared to if you just fighting on a Tuesday after work. You can't come talking me crazy, right? Talking about, Naomi, I'm sick of your bull. No. But you can come when we have our sit downs and be like, I'm sick of this bullshit. So, and you can just talk, you can just say it and be uncensored with it. And I appreciate those. I look forward to them, actually. We got one coming up.
Oh, yeah. Kwanzaa is coming out.
Kwanzaa, we doing with friends. Well, it's just me, you, and Nia. So we'll do check-ins. We'll see what expectations we've reached and not reached for each other this year. You hear that, Nia? I don't have time for y'all bickering. You two. Ooh, Niram and Nia. And let somebody else talk about the other one, though. Jesus. You think the world coming to it. But they can talk about each other, though. They could go blow for blow. But let somebody else say it. It's a problem.
It's a motherfucking
Somebody
problem.
said something about Nia. Niram almost lost his damn. I said, damn, Niram got up. Niram spoke his mind quick.
Hold up now.
Niram was like, shut the fuck up. Niram basically said, shut the fuck up.
What you talking about my brother?
I was like, Niram, I don't think they meant it like that.
Fuck that.
He said, I don't got time for the bullshit.
Shut that shit down. Shut it down, son.
But lastly, I think as all things, you have to communicate, right? You have to communicate face to face. You have to physical shows of support, whatever it may take for it. It's just the key to survival. Kind of stuff we were talking about with that check-in. And like I said, I just thought it was, I've been just perusing articles. And again, that idea of relationship, commitment, power dynamics, what comes into it, how it plays out. I'm just really, really interested in that. And the article just spurred my interest. You got anything else about that?
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep saying, like, my point is that self-care.
True.
I think all this goes down to like self-care. You gotta care for yourself.
Yeah. And that's not
first.
Selfish, right? I think
No.
sometimes that gets the rep when you're in a relationship to be that selfish. Because I think folks are even surprised with us. Like, folks will ask me something, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, what about Niram? I said, what about Niram?
All right.
We're going to support each other. Like, right? He knows for me to be in the best space I need to be in, right? I need to do this.
Exactly. And vice versa. I done ran these races. I done ran marathons. Nah, happy ass ain't getting out there with me.
Ooh, wait a minute. You're
tiptoeing. Now I'm going to stay on the couch.
You're tiptoeing on a disrespectful statement. And I'm going to let you stop there before you cross the line.
You see, I'm out here cycling and shit. Now, we ain't getting on no damn bike.
I will get on the bike, but I prefer a stationary bike at the gym.
Oh, okay.
Or riding along Martha's Vineyard.
You just want a lazy ride. I'm out here.
I want a tandem bike.
Hills and shit.
Yeah. All right, Nero.
What else we got? What's this?
We got some table topics. We don't have any kitchen table talk. We got some table topics, though.
All righty. So you done pulled out a couple?
Yes.
All right. Let me see. What's the first one?
The first one is, what's the best part of being part of your family?
Oh. Can you go first?
What? The best part about being a part of my family, it's the best and the worst part, is being unboundary.
Them niggas is unboundary. They be all in your business.
But what's the amazing part about that is there is nothing you can say that would shock my family. Like, you can come to Christmas dinner and say something off the wall, and people be like, oh, okay, cool. Pass the yams.
Why do I need to know Uncle Tony got hemorrhoids?
Oh, my gosh. You stupid.
Near Uncle Tony got them hemorrhoids. You said your ass was hurting riding that bike. Right. You might have hemorrhoids
He
too.
might be able to help you. No, I remember a little bit while my dad actually is a survivor of prostate cancer, and we had an event. Were you there for that?
Yes, I was.
It was like an event where folks kind of said, "Oh, he's going through this process. He's going to have surgery. We're gonna keep him." It was a fish fry. It was a fish fry, wasn't it?
Yeah,
we had a fish fry, and my uncle gonna be like, "Oh, it's okay. I don't want to say my dad's name, but it's okay. I had a touch of that prostate cancer, sir. You can't have a touch of cancer." And everybody in the room stopped. It was like, wait a damn minute.
You had prostate cancer?
What were you going to tell anyone?
When you have it, like 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
And everyone was like, this is hereditary. Like, you have to share these things. So that's what we're talking about, the unboundary. He's like, oh, I ain't know.
Oh, I didn't
it was just a touch.
I had a little
You
touch
can't
of that
have a
prostate
touch
cancer.
of cancer. It's not like a cold. It's not sniffles. And everybody was looking at him like, damn, you have to tell. Because it was my dad's brother. He's like, that runs in families. So you need to tell. And my dad has a big family. It's 11 of them. So you need to tell all. And he's the oldest, one of the oldest brothers. So you should tell all of your brothers. And mind you, this is not a family who don't speak to each other, right? Mm-hmm. They see each other. They talk to each other at least every other day. See each other weekly, right? So it should have been normal conversation. He said, oh, but I had to do all the stuff he had to do. I just had to get a touch of something, little medicine. But you have to. So that's the unboundary. And everyone there like, what in the hell? So those are the type of conversations that, our family has. And we're open and transparent about it, right? Mm-hmm. And again, no place where you can be judged. Because he thought he was saying the right. He thought he was being comforting. When it's like, well, shit, if you would have told us 10 years ago, we could have been checking a little closer.
Oh, I didn't have a touch of that.
Touch? Who has a touch of cancer? That's the old black. Go to the doctor, y'all. So I think that's the best part of my family, that I never feel judged, right? I definitely feel side eye sometimes, but judged no. Like it's never a point I can go to my family and like truly feel judged because everybody got their story. Everyone has had their limelight at the kitchen table, at Sunday dinner, at a holiday, at a birthday where it was like, Jesus. Okay, pass the cake. Like, we're going to get through it. Have you noticed that, Nero?
Yeah.
You've been there for a few
I done been there for a few. Every Christmas, Thanksgiving, there's always some type of announcement.
It's an update. Excuse me. And that's what I'm saying. Did that have to be a family announcement?
I got something I got to say. I got prostate cancer and I'm going under surgery. Oh, don't worry about that, bruh. I done had a touch of that cancer too. Touch of that prostate cancer. What? Nigga, how long is... Oh, man, I done had about 15, 20 years ago. What? When the fuck was you going to tell somebody?
So, and at the downside of that, I would say is sometimes everything ain't meant to be said. Like some stuff just not meant to be said. So I'm thinking like some of my cousins with like maybe the girls they dated and who they with. Like, it ain't meant to be said. We don't got to talk about if you're trifling. And then invite her over. Like, we don't, and now it's awkward when she come look in the room. That's all you hear. Or is that her? So I think that's the balance.
Is that the stripper?
Come on. Where she work at? And I got aunts. So tell me about this. So what does it mean? Like,
can you give me some lessons?
Do you get a routine? That's what I'm saying. I got family who just too lit, right? They go like, "What dance for us?" But so that's what I appreciate, and that's the funnest part. The best part about being my family. And I know, especially being in a Brown family, more of like a Midwestern Southern, judgment can be heavy, but not in my family. It ain't nothing you gonna tell us that's gonna shake us. Like that being gay, vegan, vegetarian. That stereotypical stuff that Black families don't want to share. That shit don't faze us. We be like, oh, okay, cool. Anything else? Anything else you got to share? Perfect. Like, so I do appreciate that. And that makes me, sometimes I lose context because friends tell me things. I was like, why don't you just tell them? And I was like, how do I tell them? I said, I don't know. Send them a text. Just tell them. Right. Just tell them when you go. And I be thinking, like, what's the worst that can happen? He was like, they'll disown me. I was like, oh.
Oh, well, be disowned.
Come on. Exactly. And go from there.
One of my best parts of being a part of the family is the fact that my family are like super positive. Regardless of what's going on, my sister be like, oh, wow, that's amazing. Y'all are killing it. Y'all better go. And it don't matter what it is. Like, sis, I just got an A on my paper. That's what's up, sis. I woke up today. Wow, that's amazing. Or, sis, I just got some tea. Ooh, what type of tea you got?
Oh,
wow.
Real tea. My family won't gossip tea.
My sister's like overly enthusiastic about everything.
Yeah.
So I would say that's one of the things that's a good part of one of the best parts of being a part of my family. Even like my mom. Yeah. My mom thing. Yeah. Wow.
That's true. Your mom, Nero's mom favorite word is wow.
Wow.
The next question we have is, what's something you've always wanted to try but have been too scared to? Ooh. I'm not very adventurous.
Yeah.
So even when I like travel and do stuff like that, I'm very much a beach type of girl, just relax. But like I've never done things like skydiving or like parasailing. And I've had the opportunities, but I just never did it. And now that I'm getting older, I think I might have been scared. And before I was like, no, I'm just here to relax. Like I don't like to do dangerous things. So I think that's something that as I'm getting a little bit older, before I hit a certain age, that I want to at least try. So I think I want to try to jump out a plane.
Yeah, you know.
Maybe parasailing. We'll go there.
You want to start there?
Scuba diving. I don't know if jumping out a plane, it just seems too dangerous. Like it just seems like, I'm just testing the Lord. They'll be like, is it time, Lord? He'd be like, I don't stave you again. So I think that's more superficially. But I think what's some things you wanted to try but been scared to? I would say this podcast. Just being creative, right? So I would not classify myself under the creative hat. So just really stepping out and creating something new and artsy and be artsy fartsy. That's never been my groove, right? And now that I'm older, I think I've just been scared because maybe in my mind, my lens has been that's not something legitimate, right? And now that I'm older, I'm really appreciating the arts and what that means. Like sometimes I was like, maybe I could be like Baldwin and go to France.
You could.
And just write a book. Or just art. Or remember Color Purple? I was like, maybe I could be a Broadway star. I can't sing.
You got a good monologue.
I'm a little show pony.
You can give a good monologue. Go ahead and do your 752.
752, the number of times we made love.
No, give it to me real.
What you mean, give it to you real?
Come on. 752.
No, my part be like, the worst part. The worst part of it all. You made our children go to that white school. Talking about you ain't want the improper influence. Well, guess what, motherfucker? You the improper influence. Get your shit. Oh my God, that's my favorite.
And scene.
I love that. Oh my. Whenever it come on Waiting at His, I rewind it back twice. When I told you Mother Angela said that motherfucker improper influence, that need to be my new Twitter handle.
The motherfucker.
Okay, improper influence. Oh, so I think that's some of the things I've been scared of. So the superficial things, like, I remember it was like this phase, all my friends were like jumping out of planes, bungee jumping and that shit. And I was like, no, ma'am. No, thank you. I kind of wish I did some of that stuff now. But I think more deeper level, really stepping out on a more creative aspect and just honing in my creativity and seeing what is there to be cultivated. Because it could be something there.
It could be. I think this is a hard question for me because I can't think of nothing.
Yeah, Niram does what he wants.
You know, like I was talking last episode, I'm a serial hobbyist. So I believe in a good reinvention and trying out new things every
2 weeks.
I was gonna say 6 to 12 months.
Oh, I was gonna say every 2 weeks.
So like everything that I ever wanted to do, I've done.
Ooh. That bitch contest you in first
I'm
place.
for real. Like I wanted to start a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2. I wanted to start a blog. I got 2. You know, I wanted to run a marathon. I ran it.
Yeah.
You know, I want to cycle. I bought a bike. You know, I've always been the type of guy, and it drives Naomi nuts because the remnants of the hobby always around. Like I wanted to be a DJ in undergrad. I was a DJ in undergrad and opened up for who the hell I opened up for? Young Jeezy, Young Jock.
Oh, I remember that.
You know, I opened up for all these niggas. You know, as a 20, you know,
imagine if you were friends with
19,
Young Jock.
20-year-old.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
We only like 1 degree of separation from being on Love and Hip Hop.
Exactly.
You with Young Jock, and I have a story with Lil Scrappy.
And I opened up for Young Jeezy. Well, Jeezy now.
Yeah.
So
we
like,
need to talk about that one day, but yeah.
You know, I feel like everything I wanted to do, I have done. So I really can't.
Good for you now.
I can't think of nothing that I was really scared of. Because eventually, I've always been the type of guys like, oh, I'm gonna do this. Like, oh, I'm gonna run a triathlon. Like, oh, I'm gonna run an Ironman.
Yeah.
Full marathon. How many miles biking and swimming? Like,
you doing it?
Yeah, my big ass was even a lifeguard. So
come on, Nerds.
I feel like everything that I ever wanted to do, I pushed past the comfort zone and do it.
Yeah.
Hell, I wanted to be a speaker. Hell, I was, competed in public speaking contests. So I can't think of anything. So this one's hard for me. Let's come back to that one.
Alrighty.
TBD.
All right then. Well, that's all I had.
All right.
I only put 2 questions.
Okay.
So, you want to close us out?
Yeah, well, that was a good episode, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. To submit y'all Black Love Story, go to blacklovematters.com/love story. Come on, y'all. Submit your Black Love Story. I know y'all got some. It's cuffing season.
It is cuffing season.
Y'all can be together for about 3 months. Shout your boo out on the podcast. Get some brownie points. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. To leave us a comment about anything that we talked about, go to blacklovematters.com. We got that SoundCloud, and you can leave us a voicemail. We really love voicemails.
We do.
And that's at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. We'll talk to you guys later. And remember, love is ever evolving. Peace. That's your song, baby?
That's it.
That's the Black Love Matter song?
Yes, Fred Love did that.
Sure did.
I had to go watch This Is Us now. You made me 4 minutes late.
Bye.